Ni hao, I'm Elliot Allen. This week we're on one of the most delicious islands in the world, Taiwan. I often find the most fulfilling moments of travel are found at the intersection of culture and food. Few places fulfill this promise as well as Taiwan. Although I've explored this delicious island nation on my own, for this trip I've brought 3 celebrated North American chefs. And together we'll tour this beautiful country, meet its wonderful people, experience the culture, and of course, sample the cuisine. Join me as we taste Taiwan. Somehow I just keep coming back to Taiwan. Maybe it's the kind nature of its people, or maybe it's just the nature itself. Whatever the reason, every time I return, I come back inspired. I've always tried to understand how one seems to taste the culture through Taiwan's distinctive foods. So, I decided to invite these 3 talented chefs to help make this interpretation, and to fulfill their own desire to create dishes to offer back at their restaurant. Let's meet the chefs. Chef Jarrett runs the Park Grill at the iconic Millennium Park, right in the middle of Chicago.
I'm so excited to go to Taiwan. There's foods that I can't wait to taste. They have these things called night markets, and I've never experienced that before, so I'm stoked to see that.
My good friend Chef Anthony is the executive chef at the Whisper Restaurant and Lounge, located in the trendy Grove area of LA.
I'm looking forward to seeing what a melting pot of Asia looks like.
Although Chef Stuart is a native Australian, he now makes his home in Toronto, overseeing 7 restaurants, including the newly opened Asian steakhouse, Now.
I always look for new inspiration, so wherever I travel or wherever I go, I like to kind of bring something back with me.
After a quick overnight flight from Los Angeles, we begin in the cosmopolitan city of Taipei, Taiwan's financial and cultural capital. It always seems busy with people visiting museums, parks, ancient temples, shopping, and of course, checking out the variety of restaurants available. So chefs, one of the best parts of Taiwan is seeing the tallest building in Asia. It's Taipei 101, and here it is. From the top's even better. Let's take a look.
That was absolutely unbelievable.
I think it was
89
the
floors?
elevator for me.
I think it was 37 seconds.
One of the reasons I love bringing people here to Taipei 101 is that it's such an iconic building. As much as you see a lot of the city and how densely populated it is, if you look just beyond it, you start to see the hills, and the beginning of the hills and the greenery.
It's amazing. You can go from the city to nature in no matter of time.
After our Taipei visit, I wanted the chefs to dive headfirst into Taiwan's cuisine. So, we'll jump on the country's first-class high-speed rail and bullet south to Tainan to experience the famous Garden Night markets. Look around. Here at the intersection of excitement, culture, and flavor, we're at the Garden Night Market. Now let's hope our chefs find inspiration for their menus too. All right, Chef Stuart, what do you got for us today?
I think I'm gonna do a bao. So basically it's a steam bun. This little guy means extra fatty. There's some fermented cabbage, some cilantro, some cucumber. It's gonna be good.
Oh, and the egg.
It's very Australian.
It's got to get very Australian. All right, you take the first bite. Oh, that's fantastic.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Now I'm off to see what the other chefs have in store for us. Come along. All right, Chef, let's see what you've got for us today.
Okay, so I've chosen coffin bread. The only place in Taiwan that you can get coffin bread is the Garden Night Market. So she's cutting open, not completely through it. She's basically making a cup. It literally looks exactly like a coffin in Taiwan. We have squid, we have chicken gizzards, we have a chicken veloute that's got like corn, carrots, peas, salt, pepper, based on chicken broth, and we have pork, right?
Chef, I'm gonna let you take the first try.
I'm in, man.
And I'm gonna come in right after you.
Awesome.
So it's got its own container and it's edible. All right.
I'm telling you,
This
it's the bomb.
That's fantastic.
I know, right?
Thanks. You don't need any more. You've already had one.
I'll take 4 more, please.
Thank you so much. Let's see what the other chefs have found. Come on with us. All right, Chef, let's see what you've got for us today. I can see it, but I can smell it. What have you picked today?
We're gonna try stinky tofu.
Stinky tofu.
I think so.
You had to pick this,
Had
okay?
to. I want to feel like a local.
So is this the only place in the market that has this?
Maybe, but I think I smelled it in other places too.
It looks like they double fry it.
Yeah, it looks like they just start it off, pull it out, and then what I'm noticing when they drop it a second time, it gets crispy on the outside.
Oh, okay.
So that's the special sauce
Okay.
and spicy. We like it spicy.
Oh, of course. Why? I wouldn't have my stinky tofu any other way. No, I'm gonna hold it and you go first,
All right.
and then I'll.
Definitely stinky. So a little sauce, a little cabbage.
A lot of stink. Oh man, this is seriously stinky.
It's tasty. Come on now.
All right. I'm trying.
Wow.
It's actually pretty good.
Ah,
So you ready to put this on the menu at your restaurant?
absolutely. I'm sure all my customers will love it. I think I need another beer.
What a great night.
Like
yes,
4 more.
Yes, very good. For a peaceful interlude, we took the chefs to Sun Moon Lake, nestled in the mountains at the heart of Taiwan. Just recently, CNN Travel has named the bike paths of Sun Moon Lake as one of the world's top 10 most breathtaking cycling routes in the world. During our bike ride, the chefs noticed a sparkle on the hills above us. This glimmer comes from the Wenwu Temple. It's a place where the locals come to worship Confucius.
I was really reflecting back with my family, and this is right here. Sun Moon Lake is definitely where I want to be with my wife and my kids.
Wenwu Temple was absolutely mesmerizing. Beautiful, beautiful place. Sits on this gorgeous, massive lake. And it's grandiose in its essence, so ornamental.
Many rituals are observed here at the temple. Questions and prayers are often answered by tossing wood pieces, hoping for a specific response. Some place coins into a dragon's mouth, symbolizing a way to save money. And many hang a wind bell with their name on it to make a very specific wish.
I was able to make a blessing to my marriage for its fortitude and longevity.
After exploring the fascinating Wenwu Temple and biking around the peaceful Sun Moon Lake, I'm sure the chefs have worked up an appetite. Luckily, we've arranged to have a 5-star dining experience at the beautiful Hotel Lalu, perched perfectly above the lake.
While at Lalu, we experienced a master chef present us local ingredients, locally sourced herbs and vegetables, presented in its simplicity and its essence, appreciating nothing more than the ingredients themselves. Does it cook in this vessel?
So this one, the ceramic casserole, retaining better heat for longer time.
When you work in Toronto, you get food from all around the world. So when you're here, everything you see and eat is from here.
Are you ready for Taiwan? If you want to taste Taiwan, visit gototaiwan.net today. to learn more about packages for tours around this beautiful island.
Next, we take the chefs to Taichung National Park, the richest ecological reserve in Taiwan. Best known for its endless miles of oyster farms. The main course here, you guessed it, oysters, oysters, and even more oysters. You just can't get more fresh than this.
I'm gonna go chill some pasta. Yeah, let's just get wet. This is a really great idea. That's great.
So they open from the front.
Yeah.
How is it, Stuart?
It's good. No beer, sauce.
Beer and oyster is delicious, dude. There's been a lot of great dishes so far, but one in particular were the fried oysters we had on one of the first nights. One dish I noticed everyone at the table was really diving into, and I want to find a way to make that satisfying and bring that back to my restaurant. Cheers! Cheers!
With bellies full of fresh oysters, we jump on a cruise to what the locals call the Green Tunnel, often known as the Amazon of Taiwan. It's a perfect way to slow down and reflect on our journey so far. Buddhism is not just a religion, but a philosophy and a way of life for many Taiwanese. For inspiration, we've brought the chefs to the Tai Chan Monastery, the world's tallest Buddhist monastery. Coincidentally, this magnificent building was designed by C.Y. Lee, the same architect who designed the famous Taipei 101 building.
We walked through one of the craziest, most beautiful, breathtaking monasteries I've ever seen. It's really not the types of places I would choose to go to on my own, but I'm really, really happy I did.
Every country has their own thing that kind of just blows your mind. So.
Now, I have a little surprise in store for our chefs. Next to the monastery, my old friend, Chef Chen of the Cloud Villa restaurant has taken vegetarian gastronomy to new heights. I hope he challenges the chefs to really redefine what they know as five-star dining.
How much demand do you guys get for vegetarian?
A lot.
It's really good.
There's present.
Isn't it?
Yeah, there's lots
impressive.
of textures, sweet.
But it's crazy, there's something in here that tastes like ham. But it's obviously not ham.
This is definitely a unique take on a vegetarian dish, for sure. Yeah.
Which one, this one?
Yeah, it reminds me of like a katsu pork. It's like that Japanese kind of dish with that crispy panko on the outside. Yeah, like a very kind of vegetarian form of it.
We're just a couple hours outside of Taipei on the east coast of Taiwan. Today we're visiting a small Aboriginal village. Here we'll learn about the customs, the culture, and most importantly, we're going to learn how to cook. This should be a real education for the chefs.
I love the connection to nature. I love the connection to using the land. I love the connection to true necessity, and out of necessity goes innovation.
Faster, faster, faster.
The Taiwanese Aborigines are well known for their respect for nature and a sustainable way of life. Everything taken from the land is used to its fullest.
Don't forget the veggies. Well, gentlemen, you probably worked harder so far than you have in your kitchen after a 12-hour shift. But after 40 minutes, we're gonna see what comes out of your latest creation. As you can see, we've covered everything with the dirt, and that really holds the heat in. Now you can put your shovels down. This part of the exercise is over. We're gonna head over and learn how to make soup.
Holding a bag of water that was made out of a leaf. Everything around me was used, whether it was a tree, a plant, a leaf, a branch. They all became cooking vessels and the utensils, and it just truly, it's beyond the flavor. And that's what I hoped so much to see, because it's not only the culture that we're tasting, that's the flavor. It's the ability to show somebody culture through flavor and preparation is not just the taste. It's who they are as a people, the Taiwanese, and that's what I love about every experience that I've had so far, is that they're all different, and yet they create the identity of Taiwan. It is the flavor of Taiwan.
What really surprised me was how cooking techniques are born out of necessity. It's something that I think about quite a bit, and then to see it in real time and learn the techniques from people that needed to cook this way in however many years ago, and put it all together in a day and share that meal and connect with those people in that manner. Beautiful. Smells beautifully fresh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's got the leaf aroma, the smokiness.
Yeah. I mean, definitively banana leaf, like
yeah.
no question.
Best thing I've had so far in Taiwan for food would have been at the Aboriginal Camp. The salt-baked fish is definitely something I really enjoy. I enjoy cooking like that as well, so very simple.
Are you ready for Taiwan? If you want to taste Taiwan, visit gototaiwan.net today to learn more about packages for tours around this beautiful island.
To explore the origins of contemporary Taiwanese cuisine and culture, we head to the classic gold mining town of Jiufen, located in the northern mountains just outside of Taipei. Today, Jiufen is a popular tourist destination.
Jiufen surprised me because on top of a mountain, an hour out of Taipei, it's this kind of bustling market, way up on the hill, some of the most beautiful views I've seen so far since I've been in Taiwan.
We're in Jiufen here on Old Street. We've made our way up, a very busy place. We're here to learn about the tradition of tapioca soup from the mother of all tapioca soup makers, and that's Grandma Lai. So Grandma Lai was actually the first one who ever created the tapioca soup, and that's one of the reasons it's so famous here, and people from all over the world come to get it. All right, gentlemen, we'll see if your expertise translates into tapioca soup.
It reminds me of making gnocchi. I think it's one of the most amazing things that the taro root is so versatile.
So you have to cut them now, that's the next step, and they have to be perfectly sized just like all this. So now we get to test a little of this, right? We got red bean, kidney beans, and lentils. So depending on the weather, when it's hot out like today, they're gonna go for it with ice. In the winter, they wanna warm up with it.
I got a green tea one. It's good.
I got a sweet potato one. And I love the balance of the sweet and hot with the texture of the protein and the legumes.
The texture of the ice is thrown me off a little, but I think kind of once that kind of melts a little, it's gonna be fantastic.
No, I love the multitude of flavors, getting a little bit of green tea, a little bit of that sweet potato, and then those beans, a nice little contrast. Going to Jiufen, it was busy and, you know, bumping elbows and whatnot and trying a bunch of different foods and smelling different things.
Rice, traditional, squid ink, and flying fish roe. And then these are squid balls. So what do I hear from you?
It's gonna be the pork.
Well, I'm a traditional guy, but he took it. I'll try the flying fish roe.
Well, I'm gonna have to be the squid ink.
Okay, the squid ink guy. And oh, what the heck, I'll try the rice. So one of everything. See how they work.
To taste of Taiwan.
Exactly.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Definitely rice.
Mine's very cured.
Yeah, mine is pure. Very, very deep flavors.
Jiufen was an amazing place. Every little alleyway, nook, cranny, crevice was tucked away and full of foods and handmade goods, and it really honestly felt like I was just drinking from the fire hydrant of culture.
Every way I tell a chef not to cook an egg.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna wait for your reaction.
3 days cooking an egg and 5 spice and tea is delicious, gentlemen.
It's nice and salty.
It is really good.
Very good.
He wants every little bit. Perfect.
Sushi. Thank you.
From the busy streets of Jiufen to the serenity of a local tea house, let's try to relax and reflect a bit.
And then we go into the tea house, and it's like, boom, we're back into this reflective mode, and it's quiet and it's tranquil. Nice balance of busy metropolis and action, and then a moment to reflect.
Welcome to our tea house. This building is over 100 years old, so it's very famous in Taiwan.
The tea house in Jiufen was definitely, they make their own pottery and all kind of fun things I really kind of enjoy.
And today is our High Mountain Oolong tea. This tea ware is designed by our owner himself, so it's very special. This oolong tea tastes a little like green tea. It's very light oolong tea. You can smell a little flower fragrance. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Sushi.
谢谢.
Cheers. Cheers.
It's hard to believe, but it's our last day here in Taiwan. As we head back to Taipei, I challenge the chefs to create a dish that really defines their experience and reflects their understanding of the Taiwanese culture. But first, let's take a quick shopping trip to one of the local markets for ingredients. Let's see what the chefs can find.
It's the most freshest seafood you've ever seen in your life. It's like a chef's dream.
Oysters, chicken, and ink.
Okay, oyster chicken and ink. Okay.
Some of the freshest vegetables from the farms nearby. It's not grown for production, it's grown for food, and
and to enjoy.
Wow, wow.
With beef or pork, yeah, fried together.
Show me.
Last one. Oh, thank you. Bye.
One of my favorite places in Taipei is the Landis Hotel. They've generously shared their kitchen with our chefs. Can these chefs create something that showcases the fusion of culture and food that reflects their time in Taiwan? I've invited Taiwanese master chef Kenny Liao to sample the dishes. Let's see what he thinks.
What I'm about to prepare for you is boiling rockfish. This was inspired by the Aboriginal village, and I wanted to bring the balance of simplicity and the things that I've learned about your culture to America.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the smell is from the garden, but also the fish from the sea.
Thank you, chef.
No problems. This is definitely a family-style dinner, and it's something we experienced all over Taiwan. So I ended up doing 3 little things, a little side dish, lap chung croquette, and on the side is spicy red bean aioli, blistered long bean with a ground lap chung sauce on top, and crispy ginger. And at the market today, we found these amazing baby lobsters. Really simple, just kind of poached lightly, and a 3-cup beurre blanc, and a nice little salad of just market greens, like everything that kind of impressed me that I don't get to see back home in Toronto.
This dish is really good for the combination. You know, it's Taiwanese with the French combination. Because the 3-cup sauce is very, very traditional for the Taiwanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Chef, these are my sweetwater prawns with a oyster mayo, pickled peppers and oyster mushrooms, and sea lettuce. And here we have our black chicken with 3-cup sauce, mountain yam puree, and charred leeks.
Oh. The 3-cup is very important with the basil. The flavor comes up.
Great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, it looks like Chef Kenny has given all 3 chefs a thumbs up. I'm sure when they introduce their new dishes at their restaurants, they'll get that same approval.
It's been an action-packed 6 days of just running around and seeing everything Taiwan has to offer. You know, it'd be unfair of me to just choose one highlight because there was just so many.
I wasn't anticipating the depth of culture. It profoundly moved me, admiring the simplicity and balance of the people, their identity, and history.
I've been pleasantly surprised, and just the diversity of the cuisine, of the country itself, the landscape, how pleasant the people are, and then especially the beauty of Sun Moon Lake, which was really breathtaking.
What an incredible week we've had. We've met wonderfully warm people, experienced exotic culture, and probably ate a little too much. Now it's time for you to taste Taiwan and for us to get something to eat. Have a great time.